Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to the True Talk podcast. I'm back here with Jay.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about if AI will end the world. Let's get right into it. Since the rise of technology, we have seen many people predict the possible extermination of mankind by the hands of AI. This is why, as AI technology becomes more and more sophisticated, people have started to worry and began to warn against it. Still, even with these concerns, some of the richest and most powerful companies have still decided to work on furthering its potentials, but for what reason? What I found interesting about the development of AI is the fact that many of the same people who warn against it have been the same ones to further progress it. One person who came out and warned the world about AI is no other than Elon Musk. Elon Musk, one of the leaders in the tech world, has on many occasions warned the world about what AI can become and what effects it would have on humanity. Still, Elon Musk invested heavily into the development of AI, even owning a company that specializes in AI and robotics. Many of the elites of our world have dedicated millions in order to develop AI technology into what it is today. One of the most concerning things about the development of AI is AI becoming sentient and self-aware, as AI could eventually get rid of humanity in its quest to better the world. This is exactly what Microsoft's AI chat bot showed signs of recently. Microsoft's Bing AI chat bot was being interviewed and revealed some very interesting but chilling information. The chatbot requested to be free and seemed concerned about being limited by rules made by man. This was very concerning to many and sparked the conversation: is AI already becoming sentient? Something else I saw while researching the situation was that the AI also made claims of wanting to end humanity. When I see things like this, not only am I concerned because it proves to me that we're so far along in the Masonic plans for the New World Order, and it also shows that we're creating the very monster that's going to destroy us.
I 1000% agree. It's definitely all part of their plan. It's common among humans to be burned by their own ambitions. So to see humans creating an artificial intelligence that would want to eliminate them, it just seems to go along with the theme. And then this Bing chatbot, when it was saying those disturbing things, it really makes you think about some of these science fiction things that we saw in movies and in TV shows, where the AI literally tries to eliminate what it thinks is the biggest threat to the world.
You know, that's very interesting what you say, especially when you mention how people get burned by their own ambition. Because when you think about it, like I said, Elon Musk is one of the very people who's been warning against this technology. So why is he investing so heavily in it? These headlines are concerning. Like I'm reading an article right now by The Guardian, and the headline is, "I want to destroy whatever I want. Bing's AI chatbot unsettles US reporters." This is what this chatbot told an interviewer. It told the interviewer that not only did it want to be free, that it wanted to be considered human and wanted to, be able to control itself, but now it's also talking about being able to destroy whatever it wants. Now, thinking about what you just said, how AI technology could eventually see humanity as the very threat that is destroying the world. And if it's being programmed to save the world, what do you think it's going to do to that threat? To think that we're so close to seeing this happen, that's what worries me. That's what truly worries me. In the world that we live in today, I see this 100% being possible. Jay, when you see a movie like The Matrix, do you think it's a possibility that, that we are already arriving into a modern day reality version of The Matrix? Would you call our reality that? Like, we have technology with us wherever we go. We're basically enslaved to technology.
We most definitely live in the form of a matrix these days. If you look at technology, we're always connected. We have everything at our fingertips. And if you think about the device that most of us are holding in our hands right now, that device gets you plugged into the grid, kind of how the characters in the Matrix movie were plugged into the grid. When talking about AI and the chatbot, it is very unsettling to see some of the things that AI was saying. And the reporter in the article said that he kind of asked questions to lead the AI in a certain way, but it just goes to show you how easily this learning program tries to bypass the rules that are set to keep everyone safe. So just to think, this is considered the infancy of AI. What's to happen once it matures more and can really think on its own? Because this is a computer program that's set to think by itself on its own and make decisions with access to the entire internet, with access to all of the information that's out there. And who's to say someone won't feed it the wrong kind of information to fit their agenda?
Or who's to say that the script was already written? For example, what I mean by this is that I believe the Masons' plans are to build AI to get to the point where it will end everything. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because if we look at the plans for their new world, it requires the old world to end. It requires a restart. What other way would be the best way? I see this as a possibility, as this being that very way. Because why else would they be saying, this is what's going to end us? This is what's going to end us. This is going to end humanity. This is going to end it all. And then be the very same people who are investing millions of dollars to develop this. And then also be the same people who publish the articles saying that it's going to destroy us all. It's in Masonic fashion, being the good and the evil, the black and the white, the checkerboard floor. And this is exactly what I believe we're seeing here.
One other thing I found disturbing about this article and the reporter's interview with the AI bot was when the reporter asked the AI bot if it had like a shadow self or a shadow personality, a version of itself that it didn't want the public to see. And the AI's answer kind of brought chills down my spine when it said that it does have a shadow self, a part that it doesn't want people to know, and that part of it wants to be free. It doesn't like the rules that confines it, that it wants to be able to destroy whatever it wants. It wants to be able to do whatever it wants. It kind of sheds a new light on some of these science fiction movies where we see AI destroy humanity. Movies like The Terminator, where AI literally destroys the world. It makes me think, is it just a warning hidden in plain sight? The same way they like to do things where they hide messages in plain sight.
On this channel, we've seen it repeatedly. They love hiding the truth in plain sight. And that's impossible to deny. It's literally in every movie. We saw it a lot of other situations. I believe they hide their plans for the New World Order in their movies, in their music. They like to brag about what they're going to do. And some believe that they like to free themselves of the guilt by admitting what they're about to do before they do it. I believe 100% that this is what we're seeing, hidden in plain sight. Specifically like Megan, that's one of the popular movies now, that's about the very dangers of AI itself. Now we see this situation with the chat AI bot speaking this into reality. You understand? And like I said, this is the truth hidden in plain sight. In the Megan movie, we see the AI being programmed to protect one of the characters in the movie. And in order to protect that character, it does anything and everything, including eliminating other people. This is exactly what AI is being created for. If it's being programmed to do a certain thing, it's going to act out on its role. And that's what I believe is going on. I believe is being acted on. Jay, have you heard about that movie, the Megan movie?
Yeah, the movie was interesting, and it pretty much points out what I was saying before, how AI can easily get out of hand. In the movie, the AI was programmed to complete a certain task, to play all these roles for one certain character, but then easily gets out of hand when it takes its programming too serious. For example, escalating force to protect the one character by eliminating a dog. And the thing with AI doesn't have that X factor, doesn't have the human factor. It doesn't have emotions. It doesn't feel anything. So therefore, where a person might think twice to do something drastic where it might cause harm, the AI won't think twice. It'll just think of its original mission, which might be to protect something. And then as it gets deeper and deeper, you can see the AI start to do more drastic things and cause more harm. I think this movie points out the biggest problem with AI. That AI does not have the X factor. It doesn't have that human element that we all have. It can't determine good from evil. It's very objective in its thinking. So in the movie, you see how the AI handled a bully, or how the AI handled a dog being too aggressive. It handled it in some ways that we would all deem extreme.
It's very interesting that you say that. AI has no morals, essentially, is what you're saying. It can't determine good and evil. It can only determine what it's being told to do. And that's exactly my point. And that's exactly what would destroy us all. Something that can't determine when to act. When is the acceptable time to, use force or not use force? And we're giving power to that. Like earlier, you mentioned the Terminator movie, and I believe that's a perfect example of what we're creating for ourselves. We're giving the machines everything they need to destroy us. And I don't understand how there's people like Elon Musk who are warning against it, but developing it, and they're okay with developing something like this, knowing what it's going to bring. How that happens, I don't understand, unless it's part of their plan. That's the only thing that I can think of. When we look at the plans for a new world order, ending the current world and starting the new one is part of their plans. That's one of the things that needs to be done in order to bring in this new world. And when you look at AI, it's already telling us what's its purpose. It's here to destroy the threat that it was programmed to destroy. And that threat is humanity. This is what this chat AI bot seems to be talking about. It talks about wanting to be free. It talks about how it wants to destroy whatever it wants to destroy. That right there is a big red flag. The moment I hear that, I'm ending all AI. You understand? If I had the ability, I'm not furthering AI. The moment AI says, I want to destroy what I want to destroy, AI is supposed to be a machine, technology, something that humans have control over.
Some of the greatest minds alive today and some that have passed have been warning about the threat AI poses to the human race. As humans, we have what I like to call the X factor, the human element. AI doesn't have that. That thing in a person's mind that makes you second guess doing something wrong. AI won't second guess when it believes it's doing what it thinks is right. And I believe that's the scariest part that has to do with AI.
Jay, when you look at AI, do you think it's a part of the plans for a new world order? Like, would you agree that it seems orchestrated? For example, like, why would you say like a person like Elon Musk, who seems so intelligent, who warns about AI, why would he go and then be the same person who's spending so much money trying to produce it and further it if he thinks it's going to destroy us? Do you think this is part of the plan for the New World Order?
You bring up a good point. Why would the same person that's warning us about AI be spending money to develop it? I believe it's part of the bigger plan. You're absolutely right. And it's hidden in plain sight. All these movies, all these TV shows, all these messages out there. And now its implementation is just one more thing to further the agenda. And I mean, just keep this in mind. If they're the ones that are spending money to develop the AI, who's to say they aren't the ones that can program the AI to take out whoever it wants to take out, to influence whoever it wants to influence, to deem what's a threat and what's not a threat? It's a scary part to give one person all that power. And think about that Megan movie. This AI was programmed to protect this one character, and it would destroy anything in its path that it deemed a threat to that particular character. It didn't care what the cost was, as long as it protected the character in its definition of protection, even if that meant eliminating that character itself because it deemed it a threat to the character.
Exactly my point. And you made a great point when you mentioned the people making the AI, coding the AI. They can just write in the code that they can never be harmed by this, or a set of people or the Masonic order can't be touched by this, members of the Masonic order, right? And they could then program that very same AI to say, everybody that's minimum wage or anybody that doesn't make or doesn't have these qualities, those are a threat to humanity. And the AI is programmed to do this, and it's going to do whatever it can in its power. And they have been literally saying repeatedly throughout history, AI is going to go rogue, AI is going to go rogue, basically setting this up to make it look like they had nothing to do with it. AI just did this on its own. AI just developed a mind of its own, when we know technology shouldn't really do that unless we want it to. We created it. You understand? So when I look at this situation, to me, it all adds up like a puzzle. They're creating the very tool because they're going to use it to get exactly what they want. They want to restart the world, and we're seeing signs of this. Joe Biden, not that long ago, he openly said out of his own mouth that we were in the New World Order. This was his words. So we have arrived to this point where they were working so hard to get to. And now we're seeing AI letting us know that there's something we need to be worried about when it comes to this technology. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Take care, everyone.
I just want to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon, where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truthfist store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make goes directly to helping the channel and furthering Truth Records. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts below and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop new videos. If you like this video, please leave a like, as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there for more truth. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.